Hey,
maxed out, firing on all cylinders.
I just finished eating. I had to make pizza sandwiches this time with just regular sliced bread. Shit was not good. It was a not good meal. You get those sausage roll, steak roll buttons for a reason, I've realized. But what's the story?
Talent's maxed out.
It's probably one of the latest. Things that played a story. I think this story's about 5-6 hours.
During the events of Star Rail Fest, Asheville discovered what the happiness surgery truly entails. Implanting the flesh and blood of the abominations of abundance. Given the gravity of the situation, we decided to go to Graphia Academy and first launch an investigation into Full Wish. During the course of events, we unexpectedly crossed paths with Full Wish herself. Also a survivor of the Bloodstained Games, she openly joined the Phantasmoon Games and invited supplicants to travel to Seafeld City, where the winner would be decided in a televised debate. During our exchange with Full Wish, Himiko realized that Full Wish might be a masked fool. As a result, I asked Sparksy to investigate the tavern for leads, and through that, we identified Full Wish's ability, the happiness syntax. Evanescia and Yaoguang established a cooperation agreement. After Evanescia's attempt to assess Full Wish in her capacity as the arbitrator failed, they encountered Blade and his group and learned that the flesh implanted in the happiness surgery originated from Shuhu, an emanator of abundance. Himiko and I went to the TV station to take part in the debate and met up with Sunday and Asheville, who had arrived ahead of us. However, the debate turned out to be a carefully orchestrated trap. In full view of the public, all those who had undergone the surgery transformed into terrifying monsters. And Full Wish framed both the IPC and the Astral Express as the masterminds behind it all. When the disaster erupted, Evanescia willingly violated a forbidden taboo and revealed the real purpose of the Phantasmoon Games: to suppress the terrifying entity slumbering within plain Arcadia. Through this act, she unlocked the original power of the ambrosial arbor within herself and intervened in the unfolding situation.
Hell yeah.
At the same time, Silverwolf, entrusted by Pearl, set out to investigate the anomalous signal responsible for the monster's emergence, only to be obstructed by Mr. Meanie. As the force backing Full Wish, he wields tremendous power, powerful enough to interfere with the Stellaron Hunter's script. Meanwhile, Full Wish continued to livestream our movements in the TV tower, distorting the truth by every possible means. Drawing upon the wish power of 200,000 victims, she manifested the Meanie Phantasmoon in an attempt to defeat us individually. Thankfully, Silverwolf regained the power of the Ether cartridge, level 999, and dealt with it before it was too late. After overcoming every obstacle in our path, we reached the top of the TV tower and confronted Full Wish head-on. Drawing on the people's wish power, she briefly held the upper hand. Ultimately, I used the Stellaron within me to bear that wish power, thereby stepping onto the path of elation and defeating her once and for all. Even so, those who had undergone the surgery did not recover. At Blade's proposal, everyone joined forces to concentrate all of Shuhu's flesh within his body, freeing the victims from the influence of the happiness surgery. Just when I thought the crisis was over, Evanescia requested that I warn the creator of the world in canvas. According to her, Asad Pramod, The Lord Ravager
Shit.
who once attempted to
Gotta
eliminate
stop her man.
Arcadia has returned again.
Let's go. Check DOS News.
You're back. The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to our brand new segment, the Phantom Moon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Oofy.
Hi, everyone. This is your old friend, Snowy.
Well then, as the Phantom Moon Games
I
reach
like
a
what's happening
boiling
here.
point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining Duo Mention TV to bring you live coverage of the latest and most critical news updates.
Yes, we are. And after the director of Full Wish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Full Wish announced that she was joining the Phantom Moon Games. That terrifying tragedy of 15 years ago once again swept through the psionic game.
The supplicant debate, slated to take place at the Seafeld TV tower, was cut short when out-of-control Imaginée known as Joy Ascendants appeared suddenly and launched an attack. This imagenesis plague centered on Seafeld City spread rapidly. Even Full Wish herself turned into a monster atop the Seafeld TV tower.
As of the latest reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imaginée inhabitants across plain Arcadia have been affected by the plague. Countless individuals are injured or missing, and total losses are estimated to have reached 8.6 billion credits. And in a chilling echo of the bloodstained games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Full Wish points to the disaster as the work of supplicants from beyond the sky.
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic hero, the trailblazer of the Astral Express, and the wanted criminal.
For a second I was like,
Stella
man, they're really gonna
Rosenberg
say
Blade,
Jawbanks.
claiming
And they
they
didn't.
were responsible for the tragedy.
But a spokesperson for the Department of Aberration Defense said the disaster was planned and executed by Full Wish herself through her organization, the Research Society of Happy Smiles. They added that the investigation will continue and the organization will be shut down.
Oh, how familiar that sounds. 15 years ago, they made the same excuses. What is the real story behind this? The Phantom Moon Brief will continue to keep you updated.
Over 500 years ago, a prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can plain Arcadia safely make it through this crucial year? We will have to wait and see. Shame on them. How can they just say things like that on TV when it's not even confirmed? And the internet is flooded with fake news about you too.
Fake news.
Also, those two hosts, weren't they from Full Wish TV? They were spreading nasty stories about you on the news before. And now look, they've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Full Wish.
Innocent media behavior.
Ever since coming to Plain Arcadia, nothing surprises me anymore. I'm happy you made it back safely, but somehow, you just don't seem quite the same. Oh no. You're trying to grow up and leave me behind. Don't tell me you're becoming the next Don Hung. No. Is this what it takes to become a hero?
Really, man.
If you're all grown up and serious, we just can't click like we used to anymore. Oh, right. Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story, but I haven't heard yours yet.
Don't watch
So,
everything.
Full Wish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant Shuhu's flesh into their bodies, and that ended up causing this disaster? And you guys stopped the mutation from spreading, but all you managed to do was to temporarily seal Shuhu's flesh inside Blade? You mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Starrail Fest, is actually the Phantasmoon Games arbitrator? No wonder she could draw a mask for you. And she also asked you to go deep into the world in Canvas to warn... who was it again? Who is that?
Yes, Graphia, Himiko's ancestor. She's an artist from 1,000 years ago.
Himiko's ancestor? She's still alive? Wait, that's not even the most important part. Nessia asked you to warn Graphia that the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back? Why does the Express have such bad luck? By this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation? This is way over the line. A Lord Ravager, Evanessia's request, Shuhu's flesh and Blade's body, and the unfinished Phantasmoon Games. Suddenly, there are so many things to deal with. It feels like we're juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. One slip, and it's all gonna go splat.
Eggs.
Are you okay?
I'm chilling.
I wish I were as calm as you. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
So many things to deal with right now. Oh, what should I do next? Nah, I've had a long day. I should just get some rest.
Ran this fuck-ass robot game for 4 hours and it finally paid off. Hit peak unemployment. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This type of shit I would be doing. Dude, if I was unemployed, content grind would be crazy. I would have been burnt out already. I'm still trying to hit the content grind, but my schedule is buttons. Static from the news broadcast, March relentless questioning, the looming presence of Lord Ravisher, the dangerous flesh, Blade's body, X-Men games, and chaotic mess. What can you do? You're just a poor little raccoon. Want to unravel the mystery, but now you're tangled up in its threads. You should struggle uselessly for a bit, then give up, letting fatigue shroud your eyes in darkness. Hongshu.
Shh, Welt. She's tired. Let her sleep.
You never knew you could sleep this much. Hey!
You're obviously tired. I never thought this vacation would become the prelude to yet another major war.
Life of a protagonist. Baddie alert on screen.
From our very first steps, trouble has always followed the nameless.
Immediately.
But this is way too much.
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again. Aside from Pom Pom, I was the only crew member on board. Constantly stretched thin and feeling out of my depth. All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. A world's coordinates that needed an update. A glitch in the Express's warp system. The notes were as dense as the coordinates on the astral charts, leaving me completely overwhelmed. Back then, I never imagined the Astral Express would one day have to face a Lord Ravager. But strangely, now that the time has come again, I'm not panicking at all. Come to think of it, it's because of you. Because of all of you. Along the way, we have defeated 2 Lord Ravagers. The Nameless who guided me before I set out once told me, keep moving forward, and the obstacles that once felt impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like you. I've seen you
Some
grow
real shit.
through the Phantom Moon games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower. I'm truly proud of you. That's why I want to share a story from the past with you. A promise
Don't we get
from
into the yap
15
immediately?
years ago. I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her, to let her know I had made the most of this borrowed life, and found companions I could trust with all my heart. I want to share this story with you all. The story of how my journey began. Because it's a long story, filled with many memories of my past. I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I repaired the Express and tell you everything bit by bit.
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us, let Shush make us some coffee. Then we'll settle in and listen to your story.
Speaking of the world in canvas, March told me about what Evanesia said to you. Evanesia's request was not made lightly, and she was worried for a reason. Silverwolf saw that Lord Ravager in action too. According to the records from the databank and the IPC's investigation, Asat Pramad's campaigns often span centuries, and the planets he targets all end up destroyed in freak accidents, leaving their surfaces covered in only smiling faces. 1,000 years ago,
My mic on? There we go. Let me move my mic closer. Yeah, I was not paying attention. I was looking at YouTube. Yeah. Apparently, I was looking up how long this story was. Apparently, it's only like 4.5 hours if we just went straight through, which obviously we're not doing that right now. But apparently, there's no scripted fight until the boss, which is kind of crazy, but whatever.
my ancestor Graphia created the world in canvas. If that was to resist Asat Pramad's invasion of Ahatopia, then could this disaster unleashed through the Phantasmoon games be the prelude to his next invasion? That's the first of many mysteries. Based on our family history, we are clearly not descendants of any long-lived species. Quite the opposite. The weathering curse has shortened my family's lifespan for generations. What could my ancestor have gone through to still exist today? That too leaves me deeply curious.
I like how you typed Zam, but it was just it put a Google Translate symbol and it said time.
There are far too many legends about her. It's hard to tell what's true and what's not. Only two things are beyond doubt. First, during the Cinderth Age, she created countless Imaginae and sent them into battle against the demon legions from beyond. Second, near the end of one of the Phantasmoon games, she created the world in canvas to shelter inside it what was left of civilization and life. Which means she is not only familiar with Asat Pramod, but has also witnessed the manifestation of the Eon of Elation.
The manifestation of the Eon, that's crazy.
Nobody knows just how big the plane Graphia created actually is. Over 140 years ago, the IPC tried to salvage the world in Canvas, but they were only able to reconstruct part of it in the real world. That portion became what we know as Plain Arcadia. Legend has it that Graphia used a vast ocean as her canvas and channeled the power of elation to step into the painting, which means she has not only seen Asat Pramod, but has also seen the Eon of Elation descend in all their glory. Good question.
Okay, I've not been paying attention. I need to get off my phone.
As for who in Plain Arcadia knows Graphia and the world in Canvas best, it's probably Pearl. She was sent here by the IPC. She should have some clues to guide us in the right direction. By the way, General Yao Guang is here. She says she wants to talk to you in private.
News.
I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Cienjo, though. Mung bean soda.
Yeah,
Go
my
talk
favorite.
to General Yao Guang, then. Don't keep her waiting. After that, come to the party car and fill us in on your next move.
Nice to meet you, Ishvara. I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanesia, would step in and punish Fullwish for the disaster she caused. But, to my surprise, it was you who defeated Fullwish.
Damn right.
In my capacity as an Arbiter General, I extend my deepest gratitude to you for halting the plague and sparing countless lives from suffering.
Want to talk with me in private?
What I am about to tell you is something Evanesia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express. Sealed within Ahatopia's core is Ouroboros, the Veracity.
Like just the Eon? Just the straight up the Eon,
What?
or
You've never heard of the Veracity before?
I mean, not in the game, I don't think.
Come to think of it, they must be unfamiliar to most people. They were supposed to be recorded in the list of arch-enemies as an author of calamity. They are an ancient god of desire and consumption.
Kevin, have you seen what Ouroboros
An
looks like?
eon that evolved from a leviathan. But they disappeared so long ago that the Cienjo Alliance never witnessed any of their deeds. And they were never recognized as an author of
What
calamity.
are we fighting this patch?
Well,
I can't remember what
they
the boss
need
is.
no such title anyway. Beast of Calamity.
No, we
Star
won't be.
Devourer. Void
I'll send you a
Maw.
picture.
Just
Ouroboros
hearing
is the-
these names, one can imagine what kind of monstrosity
Eon
they
of
were. A
Veracity,
vast
like they said, but I
writhing
think
form
they're
whose
dead?
Slightest movement could
Question
crush
mark?
entire planets, before swallowing what remained into an insatiable abyss. Rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster. They were hardly there to aid the Swarm, but rather to attend a cosmic-level feast,
I'll send it in
in
group
which the
chat.
Swarm served merely as appetizers, and the planets they passed were devoured as the main course. No one expected them to be here of all places, sealed away on this very planet after vanishing for years.
Are they dead?
The true situation remains unknown. But with this information, we can understand why Asat Pramod set his sights on this world. Aren't you a little afraid, facing a huge disaster like this?
Shit, we do it every fucking thing worse.
That's impressive, Ishvara. No wonder you survived the calamity of Iron.
It's precisely because of that.
Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity. Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core.
Wait, did they ever say? Oh. So we don't know if they're dead. We just know that they're here, dead or alive.
Perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body. It might just be a risky path worth taking. Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in canvas to seek out the veracity. From what I've heard, you are going there as well. I cast a divination, and the hexagram shifted
What
between
is
the
the
marsh
boss of
and
this
fire
patch? I forgot.
trigrams, yielding the judgment. Heaven and
look this
earth
up.
are separate and apart.
Purposeful YouTube
but the
scrolling
work which
while
they
I do
do
this.
is the same. In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect. A funeral, or an adventure. Will it be a battle with only a 1 in 10 chance of survival to tear away Shuhu's flesh from his body and eliminate the Xianzhou's arch-enemy? Or will it be a journey in which he settles all grudges and never looks back? It all depends on how he perceives it. Blade agreed to my proposal, even though that little Stellaron hunter girl wouldn't stop objecting.
Oh, that's who the boss. Okay, I remember now.
Betting? No, I don't see it that way.
Y'all going bad as hell, but
We
damn
are not
chicken, yeah.
chips laid on a game,
Not just her.
nor dice tossed at someone's whim. We trust in people, in ourselves.
I've
and
come
in
to
those
realize
beside
that
us, knowing
there's-
they can change the course of even
There
the
is no
most desperate
saving
battle.
Star Rail's story.
That belief is what gave you the strength to
Let me
overcome
rephrase that.
foolish.
There is no
It is
saving
also the
Star
only
Rail's
reason I stay for this
storytelling method.
role. My purpose has never changed.
It will never.
I am
It will
going to
never be
draw the
able to
illusion into
change.
my divination, and overturn a fate marked for great woe. I have a plan for how to handle Asat Pramod if he strikes unexpectedly, but I still need more hands to make it work. What miracle could cap off these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation. The shadow of the Lord Ravager looms, and from here on, everyone must carry their part of the burden. I will take my leave first.
Shit, I wonder if we're just gonna have to fight all the Lord Ravagers eventually.
Before I set out, I still want to say a few words to everyone.
Finally, we can move. At this point, Star Rail is just a visual novel, except the visual part of the visual novel is just
What are they all up to over there?
the visual novel consists 90% of, actually maybe more than 90% of 90% seeing text display while characters are shown on screen, not really doing much. 5% walking to the next place, and then
Oh, there you are.
5% doing whatever the boss is for the chapter.
We're here to celebrate the Astral Express.
Exactly,
making it
yeah.
through another
Just
trial,
camera
of
pans over.
course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Full Wish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Plain Arcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
Exactly. You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy Joy... whatever their name is. I didn't get to see it myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it!
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh. Thank you.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the
Uninstalling Woo
horizon.
again.
Everyone will
No!
soon be off
Gavin,
on
you
their
can
own missions.
abbreviate.
Before that, It felt right to have a small gathering like
No,
this.
Gavin. No.
Now, let's make a toast.
I want no
Here's
damn
to everyone
toast.
who
I want a
fights to
drink.
protect this Arcadia. And here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever
I
he
sure
wants
do
at
love
us.
cyberpunk.
But I know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
Thank you. All of you. Having you by my
Missing
side
the directors.
gives me the courage to face the future.
Damn.
I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Cheers.
It's a low tone cheer. Oh damn. Drinking that shit. My turn. Shit making you giggle. Who's giggling? Do I want to talk to? I don't. I really don't.
you are.
I'm sure Sunday will have
March and
something
I were
profound to
talking
say,
about
but
you.
you can tell it to other people. Worried about me?
A little. But March is obviously worrying too much.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Can we bring back
have a
Evernight?
reasonable amount of concern for my companions.
This trip to Plain Arcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal. You dove into the Vantis Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again. As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grabbed plenty of comics as well.
Didn't help.
I call it cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course.
Sounds like that was all you were doing.
Now that we're having this little break, it hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
Yeah, shit happens. Just trailblazing.
Well said. This vacation has expanded my horizons and my stomach capacity.
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself. It's going to be a path fraught with danger, so I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused. From now on, I will turn my attention to this world. Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs. So I volunteered.
Splitting up again.
No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
Alright. Let's get on out of here.
Just in time. I've talked to Madame Pearl. She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia.
So
This
efficient.
is an important matter. Furthermore, your journey gives her the chance to uncover something she's been yearning to understand for years. The secret to Graphia's art of imagenesis. Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there. It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas, a place known as Inkford Hermitage.
Hermitage.
That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas, A place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead. I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor. The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards.
Come on
I
with
am
us.
indeed quite curious. I'd love to see this ancestor of mine for myself, and hear her story in her own words. But someone must stay here and keep watch. Madame Pearl wishes to confer with me and General Yao Guang about our next steps in dealing with Asat Pramod. So I'll be entrusting this mission into the world in canvas to you. Go ahead. Set out once you've rested up. I'll be here with Welt and the others, awaiting good news from you.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Fail.
In other words, that woman
Hold on,
wants you to
hunters.
take Shuhu and jump straight into the veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid?
Whoa. See,
And this is between me and him, right?
this is what I'm saying. This is the type of shit I'm
Why
talking
are
about.
you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone. A dignified funeral, hmm? If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I don't care about any of that. There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Here's a piece of advice, little cub. Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
It has landed.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks. A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few, and that Leviathan is one of them.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound. Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason. I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good. This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through. Well then, I won't say anything more.
Blade, you sure about this?
For years, death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones. If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it, even if this body is reduced to ash. As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in canvas, taking me with him, and let the veracity dissolve us both.
Take care.
How about you stay as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Plain Arcadia has bigger problems that need my attention. Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramod.
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
We've done it twice now.
Therefore, it also pays very well.
Some real
And
shit.
here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment.
Deep sea welders when they get their check.
Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
You know what I'm going to say. The seabird's flown off.
Bird.
It's time for us to go too.
Oh, so you're just there.
The terror slumbering at the heart of Plain Arcadia is Ouroboros.
I must have
After
missed
the
that.
swarm disaster, the
Either that
Veracity
never
vanished,
happened or I just
never
really
to
missed
appear
it.
again for more than 700 Amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
History fictionologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos. It was Pier Point. They say that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the veracity.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction, turning a blind eye to the spread of Stellarons. Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
IPC is just not able to be trusted in general.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true.
No, I'm good.
Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
For now, this remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation remain
Oh, so how the hell does the destruction have so many Lord Ravagers?
Remnant of an Eon is a threat that can't be ignored. The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
I guess the Hunt technically has a bunch of
That is why I'm here,
emanators too,
and it's
but
about time for the two nameless to arrive. Oh, you're just on time.
General Yao Guang, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across Plain Arcadia.
how did y'all get here?
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed. Now, with Yin and Yang aligned, and all four aspects in place, as long as we set up the last formation core, the Decalight reflection barrier will be complete.
What is that?
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web. One that ensnares countless possible futures.
Saying a lot of shit that I don't know.
General, Have you truly made up your mind?
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary,
Dr. Doom.
they grow ever clearer.
Dr.
After
Doom.
much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars. And now even the ancient tree's seal is starting to loosen. While Evanesia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the Veracity?
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods. I'm not here to guard against an Eon, but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager Asat Pramad. This barrier is prepared for him.
Asat Pramad has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear. We know little about him or the Veracity. By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they? Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
I'm not surprised that you were the first to discover it. You were in the Torn Scroll too. The probability of you noticing was 24%.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one. You bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person. What is your objective?
This is no confrontation. It's a warning.
Are they about to drop?
I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here. While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer. But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
Who's the 10th?
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Plan Arcadia is the stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramad's next move.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare. When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place? Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this
because he wants to destroy the Elation.
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest. Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
Asheville.
And so, the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail. At the end of the world, the Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity. Frail little humans. Ouroboros split their mouths
So bad,
wide
we should
open.
look, you've been talking for 30 minutes without pot. Yep,
Whoever can
that's how it
fill
goes.
my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive
Free
a
gas,
reward.
dude.
My tongue.
My tongue. Whoever can fill my hole.
The shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Voracity's teeth. The bartender Braji opened the wine cellar, yet they only grew drowsy.
I'm just saying some shit,
drifting
dude.
off to sleep.
What the hell are you talking about?
And en route, he crept up to the Voracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Voracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement. En route spread his hands and said, "See, I filled your mouth with laughter."
Then what happened?
Then the Voracity said, "Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Ah, those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor.
Just saying some shit, man.
More stories. You're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
We came here to investigate the Voracity and Asat Pramod, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
At least 90% of that was made up.
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need.
It's green. He's also green, but in a different way.
Plenty of bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
What am I doing? Oh. His name's Chungus.
You two asking about
The Wide Chungus.
You thinking about walking that path?
On the path.
Walk the path of Voracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
You got it. Kids always dream big. Somewhere bulldozer.
That fucking Piccolo.
Somewhere
We see the fit.
monsters.
This thing's tweaking.
Oh, man.
Ugh, can you talk normal? Stop gulping for air.
I swore to become a Voracity.
Oh, that's Bill Butts. Okay. I was like, that voice sounds.
Tasty, nasty, anything I could chew. Finally, I'll pinch my nose and swallow, lose my.
Yep, that's Bill Butts.
They looked at me.
Ouroboros?
Nah. Ah. Very regrettable.
Enough already.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't lose. En route and Dorothy, when the Voracity wasn't looking, roll up their skin like a grape, snatched it up and poke it. Then poof, they were gone. Even Comic-Con Collective don't got a Voracity card. I already filed a formal complaint with the organizers. You should be putting this much effort into your studies!
Move!
They say a dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Then you must have a lot
So why the fuck are we talking?
A kindred spirit. Miss, it seems you're one of us as well. I've met far too many fools who can't even read. Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning are the rare ones. Interested in studying the knowledge of the laughter? I have a reference book here. You can have it.
I didn't really know that. Everyone is a drill, say no to aha. Yep.
This feels completely made up.
Alright, good thing I didn't read it.
Thanks anyway.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every Eon they possibly could, and narrowly escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them. As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
Hey, friends! How was your first day of school?
Where did you come from?
Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to something again.
Still doubting me? You're breaking Sparkskull's heart here. That whole foolish thing. I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing! But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the Veracity. Aha chases the Veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
Let's go through what we know so far. Ooh. Yeah, it's a complete mess.
So, after a bit of thought, Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend. The unreal Sparks and Spark! No idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on.
Does this friend know you borrowed it?
Asapramon has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out.
Jerry from Rick and Morty.
How
about Asheville?
Then, I'll go first.
It, doesn't look very reliable. Are you sure about this?
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will protect me.
Every night.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Oh, I'm looking it up right now.
Working perfectly.
If I had any fucking internet. Holy shit.
No need to dance around. Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered.
Yeah, no, it's something different.
How does Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Correction. The effect is very...
Yeah, hold on.
very obvious.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool, and therefore knows Aha's weakness. The Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths. People indulge themselves in fabricated happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't a
Yeah, no, Asheville is Blythe Mellon.
playing with fire.
He voices Severian in Zenless.
Ooh, but effective. We're closing in on the truth.
Yes, the answer is all but revealed. You are Asat Pramod.
Okay, well.
Sparksy.
truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. The evidence is... you were the first person I met when I got off the express.
Nope.
If I am Asap Pramod, would you and Grey Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive? Yeah, fair point. Just take that thing off already. That's weird. I thought I was on the right track. Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about pupil skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic. Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat. You changed your clothes just for this? First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely. Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction. This is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill Elation is... the Lord Ravager, Asap Pramod, played by the Veracity! What am I even saying? Classic whodunit? This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
Ah, I get it now. All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable. So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
No need to be so serious, Detective. Why don't you show us what you've got? By the way, what type of detective are you?
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem. You're not wrong. Asap Pramod isn't an weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change. Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an Eon can fall.
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons, and the third one. What was it again?
Forcing an Eon to turn away from their own path.
What does that mean?
Whatever it is, none of it sounds remotely connected to Plain Arcadia. So, what makes you so certain Asap Pramod is here on business, not on vacation?
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground. And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying attention to.
Oh boy.
Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about. The stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic. En route defeated the Veracity by some means.
You're right. Then who is this en route? Do you know him? En route.
Of course she does!
What are you doing
Everyone
here?
in the tavern knows that name. Long ago, its owner grew tired of jokes, cast aside his mask, and walked away. Some say he became a mourning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole. But none of that matters. What truly matters is that you have my unreal Sparks and Spark.
Of course it's yours. That makes sense.
I knew it.
Give it back, give it back! That's a big order my client wants immediately.
What do you mean, give it back? It just wandered off, and I happened to find it on the way, so I brought it home. You want it? Here, take it now.
Absolutely not. Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
No. If it's a no, it's a no. Guess I'll keep it. Bye-bye.
Get back here!
Sir, do you need to hire a private detective?
Hey!
Can you catch her for me?
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in
Thing. That thing.
But, in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
Oh, so that's why you're here. Now, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
Name your price. Put it on Pearl's tab.
Ha! Just kidding. Money talk's boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back. Oh, and I wouldn't scam you two. The en route you're looking for lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet. He's the
Really?
gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A morning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh. Oh.
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of the legend. So, he's a friend of yours?
Not a chance! Back when old Sempo was still a kid, en route was already a name in the history books. He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. After hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again. Before he left, en route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about. Elation has been dead for a long time.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths.
Yo, Spurs are putting belt to ass on the Knicks right now. Holy shit. They're up by 24.
For the true world's end. And then he vanished without a trace.
How do you know all this?
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Sempo.
Sempo.
And about catching Sparksy?
Leave it to me. I keep my word.
Alright. Dude, what's my pity even at? Hold on. So we're at 55. Should we go for Temple? Just a cheeky little temple. I don't really care for Blade that much, but like I wouldn't mind having him, because he is apparently insanely meta. You know what, we'll just pull until... I'll just keep pulling until I get him or not. So that'll be 65 pity. Let's do some of this. Little pull break. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. much as I want Himiko, Big Blade will be good too. Oh, can we finally get to this area? Thank God. I've been waiting to get here. Whatever you gotta say, man. There was something that I was looking for up here. Are you gonna fight me? Cool.
See? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
The last thing he said was really scary.
So many unanswered questions about en route. He has to be tied to Assad Pramod somehow. But our leads at the tavern have run their course. Let's go pay a visit to another.
What if en route
expert.
was Assad Pramod? That'd be crazy. That's my theory, with no claim.
Speak of the devil. Only a
Hey.
general could arrange something like this, I
Hey,
suppose.
hold up.
I'm surprised as well. You've only just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
Miss Ron May? And Miss Ting Yoon?
Baddies on my screen.
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we arrived just in time.
At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. Now that I'm here, I see it was well worth the trip. So, let me get to the point. Ouroboros has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers
Oh,
of
so they are
secrecy.
dead.
Hardly surprising. They disappeared after the swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went. The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Veracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves, likely just projecting their own habits.
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why don't you tell everyone? What happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Von Walk?
Von Walk.
Sprightly Von Walk. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet.
Rainforest planet.
Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. A cycle repeating every few decades. Almost identical to the Phantom Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance? Huh. Wait.
It seems you figured it out. By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr. La Mancha. Perhaps you could explain this to our nameless friend.
Back on Von Walk, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger. Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ron May. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase. Dr. Primitive had set his sights on an ancient Leviathan. Beneath Von Walk's surface, there also lay the remains of the Veracity.
Shit.
You stopped him.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then, Mr. N was still human.
Now, deep beneath Ahatopia, another corpse of the Leviathan lies buried.
So are there different
If
ones?
I'm not mistaken, there are countless other worlds
Okay.
carrying out the same ritual.
That doesn't sound good.
Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned the power of the Path of Veracity, and called it a game.
Interesting.
This is what people call the Phantasmoon Games.
Uh-huh. Why would they do such a thing?
You may remember, the Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection. By arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing. At a certain moment over 1,000 Amber eras ago, just as Akivili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal, all creations of the Veracity lost the same organ. Their taste buds.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. Be they spawns, depth crawlers, or void-song whales, their genetic markers encoding gustatory organs vanished entirely. Creatures walking the path of veracity became nothing more than biological black holes,
Interesting.
consuming without discrimination. This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of veracity. Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Taste.
Yummy flavors?
Precisely.
Taste.
Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
So Aha stole the original Prima Mobile of the Veracity?
The
a big
simulated
word for
universe
lunch.
proves nothing on its own, but the primal desires of life have always been entangled. Think of it as my intuition. The conflict between the eons of elation and veracity stretches all the way back to primordial times.
How many people know about this?
There used to be 2. I only told Yu Qing 2. Now, there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war, or allow intersecting paths to devour one another. Of the 3 known ways to kill an Eon, the Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks Asaf Brahmat is here on vacation?
But you still haven't explained where it came from.
You mean the shadow? It has nothing to do with Funlock.
Oh?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager. When my home was destroyed by Zulo, I had a brief encounter with
Zulo's dead.
Navigator.
A navigator of the Express?
Yes. Starseer, I see.
Interesting.
He'd already retired by then. He was the one who told me about the Shadow. According to IC, it was one of many remnants left behind when the Express first carved paths along the edges of the cosmos. I led the Rangers to suppress the Shadow and devised the plan to assassinate Zulo. But I never learned why it was there in the first place.
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. Like an experiment with
Yeah, this
results
really is
that
just
you
like camera
perfect.
pans.
It's enough to send a chill down your spine. If you don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing once more. Earlier, what did you 2 uncover in the tavern?
Someone Someone suspected to be a Sot Pramod knew about the Veracity's secret. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world.
So it is okay.
Who did he say the shadow belonged to?
A former navigator. The shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted the cosmos.
If the world's end isn't the tavern, then where is it?
I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Not even Akivilli.
Oh.
Wait. Don't tell me.
En route only goes where he isn't welcome. After leaving the tavern, he went to the Astral Express.
The detective game is over.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Things are getting interesting.
I have to say, not many people can make me change my plans. Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of them.
So, it is you.
You know how it is, kid. I've always enjoyed arriving uninvited.
And of course, they just don't let you do that fight.
Pearl said she would arrange a ferry to pick us up at the Seafeld City dock. The place we're going to holds clues about Graphia. Really?
Ah, shit. I don't want to do this shit. Let's go.
Attention passengers. Welcome to the sea.
All's revealed. Let's rock.
Just get those while we're at it.
It is an honor to, well, shall I say, be of service to you again. To be honest, when Madame Pearl invited you to visit the Perlux Tower, I was supposed to be your guide. I ended up being replaced by a total fraud. My name is Feld. By order of Madame Pearl, I will be escorting you to your destination. You are too kind. I followed the battle in Seafeld City very closely. Serving a hero such as yourself is a true privilege. I assume Madame Pearl has already briefed you on our destination? I see. It so happens that Madame Pearl is tied up with an unforeseen event, so allow me to brief you in her stead. The destination of our boat journey is a hotel known as Inkford Hermitage.
So about a third of the way through the story.
It is situated at the end of a Dovebrook tributary that ultimately flows into the sea. It is one of the points where the world in canvas intersects with reality.
Well, Graphia's former residence was located there.
Who's that?
Legend says the
Nylox.
miraculous and canvassing of the mortal world happened there. Would Madame Pearl, a die-hard fan, pass up a sacred site like that? Word is that Madame Pearl just flicked her wrist, signed a check with an astronomical figure, and bought the whole plot of land. She also snatched up every single piece of Graffia's lost works she could find without bothering to verify their authenticity. Whew, I guess money really does let you do whatever you want. That's not even the half of it. I don't know where her obsession comes from, but she's dead set on the idea that Graffia is still alive. If she gets even a whiff of anything remotely related to Graffia, she's got her people on it at the snap of a finger. But all they could find were Imagine knockoffs. Random, pretty redheads based on nothing but imagination. I bet her reaction went something like this. Objective. Locate the original. Error. Detecting excessive quantity of low-quality merchandise.
You! I remember you! You're that fraudster from Perlux Tower!
Perlux Tower? I've never set foot in that place in my life.
Oh, I know it's you! I've seen the footage. You're wearing the exact same outfit.
Oh, a slip-up in an otherwise perfect plan. Relax. Your job is safe this time.
Cut it out, you scoundrel! You can't talk your way out of this. Who exactly are you?
Want me to introduce her?
This is the author of Fluffy Across the Blue. Blurry QR Code.
Huh. Is that so? My apologies. How rude of me. Miss Colt, it's an honor to finally see the face behind the work. Please pardon my yelling. I didn't know.
No worries, no worries.
There's two big fellas behind you.
It's only normal for a famous comic artist to travel with bodyguards, no?
Miss Blurry QR Colt, let's be clear. You are being transported under escort.
Your current credit balance is in the negative. Madame Pearl has offered you a lifeline by asking you to complete the next volume of the Fluffy.
Whoa, this is not my fault. Remember Alloy King Pom Pom from Perlux Tower? I tried to put everything on Pearl's tab, but she found out and charged it back to me. Who knew a figurine could be so expensive? It cost me more than my entire savings. I went all in on learned coins. There goes my licensing fees and royalties.
Is that crypto?
I lost every single penny.
Damn.
So you're escorting her to, shall we say, an intensive creative retreat?
Correct. The objective is to deliver the manuscript and clear her debts. The estimated duration is 56 days.
Hear that? It's not a hotel. It's hell. Where you get whipped for not finishing your scripts on time.
Good luck with that.
The boat has arrived. When you're ready, let's begin our journey to Inkford Hermitage. Please, mind your step as you board. We have
Whoa.
arrived. This is the snowy shore of the canvas world, Inkford Hermitage.
Oh. Are those Wispae floating on the water?
Where? Right there.
Oh dear, there are so many Wispae. They are blocking the boat's route. But no need to panic. Please follow my lead.
How much longer is on the 13 days? Wait a minute. Hold on. Fuck. Can't look. Interesting. There we go.
Whew, a safe docking. For a second, I thought we were going to hit an iceberg or something.
Why are they on the ship?
They probably sensed your wish power. You are the Phantom Moon Games superstar, no? Look, one's trying to hitch a ride on you. Must have been when we came ashore. Oh, what a devoted fan.
Everyone, welcome to Inkford Hermitage.
I was imagining a Benzai Tengoku style
Benzai?
manor or something.
I was dropping some Japanese.
So you demolished your idol's old residence and replaced it with a luxury hotel.
Of course not. Benzai Tengoku vanished more than
Benzai
1,000
Tengoku?
years ago. The original structure is long lost to time. The IPC only chose this location because this is one of the weakest points between reality and the world in canvas. Many Imaginae are born every day, but just as many ancient lineages of Imaginae hide themselves away in the world in canvas once their wish power dry up, or as they grow weary of the mortal world. This is the final stop before they enter the world in canvas, and this is where they bid farewell to reality. They rest here, organize memories spanning centuries, and then pass beyond the point of no return. Rumor has it that Graphia's soul appears from time to time to guide these weary Imaginae on their path.
There's a sense of parting in the air. No wonder the soul of the mother of Imagenesis feels an attraction for a creator. This must be the finest well of inspiration.
Miss Colt, now that you're in this well too, you ought to make the most of it. Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Alright, I guess.
Not a mimic. Not interested.
Hey. Got escalators.
Break down the house.
Is that?
Ah, the golden tree in the distance. We call it Myriad Wish Grove.
Chest, please. Thank
The
you.
drop rates are this bad.
Wait, I can check that thing now. Hold on. What's the reward guide for this version? Some fucking bullshit, that's what. Okay. They did not do shit for this. They're just waiting for 4.4. I can tell. Please have Himiko available all next patch. That'd be great. Blood of Destruction. Is that the... Oh yeah, this is the thing for Gilgamesh's materials. Can I fight you just for the hell of it? I need something.
Baneful clouds scatter. Observe the heavens with my divinations. Best of luck. An explosive start, don't think.
Bang.
Zero skill. All grind.
We have arrived. The hotel staff will take over from here. I'll take my leave.
Oh, it's freezing. It's cold enough for a typical snowstorm mansion murder mystery. Anyone here? Hello?
Honored guests, my apologies for the late welcome.
Who are you? Where are you? Whoa.
Oh, no wonder it's so cold. It's an actual snow wispy. Hello there, little one.
I am the lobby manager, Casper. You have a very high body temperature. Please, try not to overheat the room.
We'll go to about 11 probably.
Allow me to introduce myself.
I'm not gonna make myself
I
go
am
this
the
entire
popular
thing
comic
tonight,
artist,
but I also want to split it
Gloria.
up decent enough.
The former comic artist, Miss Nihilux.
Oh, my true name is gone, just like that. Oh wait, did you say former?
The big shots upstairs gave me a heads up. You are now an asset of Perlux Corp. You'll be staying here until you finish your next volume. Every guest in this hotel is an Imaginé with quite a history. That Arcadian over there? That's a former superhero.
Which one? Never heard of him.
That one over there is one of the oldest strangelings. They're a former Kappa. These days, they work as the hot springs manager.
A Kappa? Didn't that lineage of Imaginé go extinct when the IPC first arrived?
There are still a few survivors that slipped through the net. As for Casper myself, I am a former frost giant. Little old me was once a tall, mighty, and majestic giant. Of course, that was back in the Cinder Age.
So you're basically an antique who knows a bunch of old secrets. What corner did they dig you out of?
From a block of ice. It is sad how a giant block of ice melts into tiny pieces over time. I have forgotten the names of most of my friends. And I have not tasted a crispy, charred Void Ranger in a long, long while now.
What does that mean?
Indeed, another glittering nameless.
Another?
That is a secret.
Does that have to do with Himiko?
Sightings of Lady Graphia are as common as the snowflakes here. Ever since the news spread that her soul would reside at the hotel, all those Imaginé who mimic her and the weirdos who insist they have a connection to her have flocked here. You see, they all claim they have some sort of connection to her, or hold some secret about her.
I bet they're just trying to scam people out of wish power and credits. Just like all those people who swear they're AHA.
You're not wrong. But whenever the higher-ups ask for a report, little old Casper here can always pad it out and hand over a long list of names. Nameless, good luck with your inquiries. Bye now.
I'm just stacked with you. I don't give a shit about what these other people have to say.
So, you're here looking for Graphia's whereabouts on behalf of that Intellitron executive. I think it's unlikely that the mother of Imagenesis will see her.
Why?
If she wanted to see her, it would already have happened. The IPC has practically turned the world and canvas upside down. You know this, right? Over 140 years ago, they brought in hackers from Punk Lord and did everything they could to blast open the passage between reality and the world in canvas. I think disturbing her world in canvas like that must have upset the mother of Imogenesis. A friend of Graphia's? Just how long has that person been alive? So that friend wanted you to find Graphia, but they didn't tell you how.
The only thing Evanesia left that could be a token is the mask she painted herself, right?
Normally, I'd suggest you play that little snow puff ball for info. That good luck with your inquiries line definitely had a subtext. But since you're asking for a bright idea...
Great idea.
You must have heard that in a certain corner of the universe, there's a mysterious ritual that can summon historical figures to the present day. The Holy Grail
What?
Board!
Okay. Fate mention? And no, I've been in one.
Oh, right! That was your big adventure in Penacony. Oh, how nice. I hope Plain Arcadia holds one.
Foreshadowing, foreshadowing.
Then I don't need to explain the method. First, we need a catalyst. Do you have Graphia's brush or palette? Doesn't look like it. No matter, Miss Cult has got you covered. We use ley line resonance. This hotel is built on Graphia's former home. It still has a connection to her, like that vibrant golden tree. Wait, you aren't actually falling for this, are you?
That's you, but a waste of time.
Sorry. I was just trying to lift the mood. Oh, honestly, I'm a chronic deadline misser who can barely save her own skin. How am I supposed to help you?
I've heard enough. Break time is over, Miss Nihilux.
Now that you understand your situation, stop wasting time. Start drawing.
I just checked in and I have to work already? I'm not some fully automated painting Mechatron. You do know that, right?
A Mechatron can run for hundreds of hours straight. You cannot. That's exactly why every second counts. Now right this second, start increasing your value as a quality asset.
Hey, wait! This is kidnapping! Little raccoon, help me!
Nihilux has a point. If that Casper guy is a survivor from the Cinderth Age, maybe he really does know something. Anyway, I'll start by asking around here.
Tell me, is there still a chance of turning my life around?
Let's go. What y'all doing in the water? You're not supposed to be in there. How big is this area? Long. Wonder if that's where the thing is. Wonder what's over there.
Casper? Are you there?
Nope. I'm not.
It's a fucking lie. Get your ass. I can see you.
You found me, current nameless. I knew you'd come to ask about Lady Graphia. But if I tried too hard to remember things from such a long, long time ago, My soft, squishy head starts to throb, and then I start melting. Drip, drop, drip, drop. So much of my memory feels like it's shrouded in a blizzard, and I can't see anything clearly. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can help you.
Watching clips from the finals right now, hold on.
A snowball.
God, they're putting belt to ass on them right now. That's awesome.
The game. The name. It feels so familiar. It feels like I had snowball fights every single day a long time ago. Shaping the snow into balls and flinging them at whatever strange intruders came barging in. Well then, come at me, Nameless. I'm a snowball fight veteran. I won't lose.
What are we doing? Yes. Wait a second. Oh yeah. So what am I? What am I supposed to do here? What is my objective here? Oh, I have to go this way. I'm tripping. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Hey. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Now what?
You'd better be good at dodging, Nameless.
What is my objective here? Bang! God. Awesome. Damn, it just killed him. In that treasure. Yeah, baby! Win. Ring any bells?
things from the Cinder Age are still a bit blurry. But I definitely met Lady Graphia. I had snowball fights with her.
What was she like?
She was a great painter who led us in snowball fights. She'd even paint portraits for everyone. Back then, when we wanted to see her, we'd go to her doorstep, light the ground lamps, and shout, "Snowball fight!" Then Lady Graphia would poke her head out of the window upstairs, unfurl the scroll, and whoosh! Slide right down into the snow. Then we'd have snowball fights against the Void Rangers together, under the giant moon.
Void Rangers?
If we won, I got to swallow the Void Rangers whole. They were so crispy and tasty.
Are you part of the Veracity? Question mark.
There was someone else. Just thinking about them makes my blood boil. He was a snowball fight master. I remember one time, 8 of us teamed up to challenge him.
Yo, what's up, Yun? Are you okay?
All down with the snowballs like it was nothing. All from
Huge
so
storm
far
and
away.
tornado warning.
6 of my friends were lying on the ground, feeling beat.
Hey, let this stream bring you solace, I guess.
So down that no
Just
one
stay
uttered a
safe.
word. As for me, I think I got hit right in the neck. I saw my own giant body
Wi-Fi.
thud onto
That's
the
fucked up.
ground.
Let's see. Are they talking about Sapamon?
Felt
Question mark.
ice cold.
8 people in the Phantasmoon games? Perhaps Snowball Fight is a euphemism for the Cinderth Age Wars? So, in that round of the Phantasmoon games,
Other than that, how you
Graphia
doing,
must
Yun?
have fought a terrifyingly powerful opponent. It seems only she and
Your shit
Casper
tweaking.
survived the fight.
Yo, my shit tweaking!
I saw her once. Just once. By then, Ahatopia had already been transported into the canvas. It was so quiet and lonely. I couldn't find my other 6 friends, but I remembered where Lady Graphia lived. So, I went to her front door again, lit the ground lamps, and shouted, "Snowball fight!" It felt like only a second had passed. Just the blink of an eye, yet somehow it also felt like forever. At last, I saw her drift out. She held me and cried, saying, "I'm sorry, and you've done well," over and over. It was just one lost game. We could have just won it back some other time, but... That was the last I saw of her. Why are you saying that too? It's making me feel all strange. That's about all Casper can remember. If you're still up for fun and games, come find me for another snowball
I love
fight
this little
sometime.
3D model cube that's talking to me about the story. This is good storytelling.
So, to summarize, Casper likes to light the ground lamps and call for her near Graphia's old home. Now, where can I find those ground lamps?
It's right in front of you. Going in the mountain.
Even next to such a lively hot spring hotel, there's a secluded... Oh. These atonement statues all look like small animals. I should find a prominent
The hell are
spot
you
for the
doing
ground lamps.
We go this way. Son of a bitch! Oh, it's like
These two little
Himicat.
lamps don't look reliable at all.
Is your shit still
Whatever.
tweaking you?
It's not like I have any other way.
Show yourself, Lady Graphia.
Who dares disturb my 1,000-year slumber?
Who's that?
Not only will I refuse to grant you 3 wishes, I shall also lock you in my canvas to suffer in my stead!
Thanks for the invite. I'm not quite dead yet, but I don't feel alive either.
Are you supposed to be working on the story?
I'm testing the deadline. I snuck out. This mountain path is so quiet and secluded. Ooh, what a great spot for a night stroll, listening to the calming sound of the springs.
Gavin's tweaking.
Who knows?
Gavin, why are you tweaking?
Maybe my inspiration will flow again like these waters.
Inspiration is dry.
I was hoping to find some inspiration out here.
Inspiration.
With those two goons breathing down
Goons.
the neck to anyone
Goons.
with a complete creative block. Look at this old stone statue. Ooh, doesn't it look like Himicat?
That's what I said.
I just reached the real versus fake Himicat arc in my comic.
Oh.
Let me pay my respects. Maybe Graphia will bless me
There's
with
2
enlightenment.
and then someone else.
Miss Colt, when did you sneak out?
That was fast.
I let my guard down for just 1 second, and corporate asset, I mean Miss Colt, escaped. Now that's scary.
No way are you running away and taking our jobs with you. Good thing this kind lady spotted where you were headed.
Who is
Otherwise,
this?
you might have slipped away for real.
Let's go. Back to the room to finish your work.
Come on, not again. Little raccoon. Help!
So once again.
Being an artist sure is grueling. I remember being held in a room and watched by 6 or 7 people.
6 or 7! 6 or
I didn't
7!
leave until I finished painting either.
Wait, who are you again?
You're asking me? Weren't you the one searching so desperately for me?
Is this Graphia?
My name is Murata Graphia, guardian of the world in canvas. It is
So
a
that
pleasure
just
to
is
meet
Graphia,
you,
alright.
Nameless of the Astral
Yep,
Express.
she does. Himiko
You're
does.
saying you are Graphia? Huh. She really does look a lot like Himiko.
Child, you were the one who lit the ground lamps, were you not? If memory serves, that was the secret signal my old friends used to call for me. I simply answered the call, yet you doubt my identity. How strange. Let me think. I believe I know why you've come to find me. The arbitrator of the Phantasmoon Games asked you to tell me that our old enemy, the Demon Lord from Beyond, has returned. Am I correct?
Yup.
Since Ahatopia's in canvassing, Evanesia and I agreed to guard reality and the world in canvas separately, never to meet again. But over the past 1,000 years, I often hoped we
This
might
ancient
reunite
Yuri.
in some way. Who would have thought, when word of her finally reached me again, there'd be no warm greetings, but instead only an impending crisis. You must have many questions. My, you certainly have a lot of questions.
Oh, so it's just it didn't matter.
But before I enlighten you, during the Cinderth Age, that demon lord from beyond once took the form of a friend to infiltrate the Resistance, causing catastrophic casualties. I must confirm your identity, Nameless. Do you carry a token from Evanesia? She painted a supplicant's mask for you. The secrets you seek are many and tangled. Perhaps I should start by telling you a story. 1,000 years ago, the legions of the demons from beyond descended upon Ahatopia, marking the beginning of the Sindirth Age. For the destruction, taking a life is easier than brushing aside a feather. Among the countless victims, a baby girl was saved by a painter from the brink of death. He took her in as his daughter and named her Graphia. To protect his daughter, the painter kept her confined to their home. While the fires of disaster swept across the land, Graphia lived in seclusion. Until one day, a falling star streaked across the dark sky, and a deafening roar shattered the silence of the wasteland. Unable to contain her curiosity, the young girl slipped out of the house to follow the sound. And so she saw it. Beneath the cold Phantas moon, a tower of infinity stood on the mountain range at the edge of the horizon. This tower had countless windows and rose section by section, slender and tall. More than an actual tower, it looked like a wounded iron dragon that had fallen to the earth. Indeed. That tower, which stood only for a moment, was the crashed Astral Express. And Graphia's family name, Murata, came from the wondrous sight she saw. At the time, the wrecked train was surrounded by countless abominable monsters. Amidst these foul enemies, a few warriors in strange attire fought tirelessly. But they fell, one by one, unable to withstand the endless tide of monsters. It was only much later that Graphia understood that those who fought and died for Ahatopia shared a common name. The Nameless, who walked the path of the Trailblaze. That was the day that Graphia stepped into the mortal world. Her life as the mother of Imogenesis began. In a long, drawn-out war, fought at a severe disadvantage. She was forced to seek the aid of the Phantas Moon Games, attempting to use the mighty power of an Ionic ritual to lock the terrifying demon lord from beyond within a limited battlefield. This was also the first time in the history of the Phantas Moon Games that the 8 supplicants joined forces to confront a powerful enemy from beyond, the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramad. She lost. Graphia did not win the Phantas Moon Games, nor did she manage to kill Asat Pramad. In the final days of the Sindirth Age, she gathered every ounce of wish power to paint the world into a scroll. Using herself as a nail to steady the canvas, she sealed the Lord Ravager outside. Yes. As long as the scroll still enshrouds reality, he won't be able to lay a finger on the Leviathan's remains buried deep within Ahatopia. The story is over. I have received Evanesia's message. I also have a token I'd like you to give her. Please, let us journey together to the other side.
So, are we leaving right now?
No, there is no need to rush. You have a friend here who is lingering with a heart full of farewells.
You mean... Blade?
Follow this path down to the riverbank of Myriad Wish Grove. You'll find many Wispe gathered there. When you are ready, choose a Wispe. Whisper Graphia's name and your wish to cross over to the other shore. Then release the Wispe into the river. When the time comes, I will bring the ferry to deliver you into the canvas.
Graphia vanished? How elusive. Anyway, I should head to the riverbank of Myriad Wish Grove first.
Not a mimic. Not interested.
I don't know how long this is gonna take. I think we're about halfway through. So we'll call it here. Hopefully it should take us less than 2.5 hours the next time we do this. So we'll call it here for tonight. Keep it just a little short. I need water. But appreciate you stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow. Schedule's gonna change up a little bit from what it usually is, because I realized that my regular schedule is not sustainable with the work schedule that I have. So I'll put this in an announcement for next week's schedule, but we're gonna plan on doing Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights. That's the plan. That's the 3-day-a-week plan. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is just not feasible. Right. Because I'm working overnights most days of the week. So it makes it hard. But that'll be the plan. And then we'll do... We may do videos on another day then. Yeah. We may do Monday videos. Should be kind of tough. Hold up. What we thinking? It doesn't really matter. You're watching the content anyways. But thanks for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow, God willing. We'll see y'all then. Thanks for stopping by.